the advice was, if the scientific advice and medical advice, as I understand it was, and I wasn't there, but as I understand it was, that it was okay to continue with those events at that time. So that is the critical issue. Did the government listen to the advice? I believe they did, but we will know later on whether that was the case or not. But I believe they did listen to that advice, and that advice was they were okay to go ahead at the time. Now, we may, in hindsight, say all the figures that were around, maybe that shouldn't have been the case. But the question for government, which you keep asking, is what advice did the government follow? And the government has made it clear they followed scientific and medical advice from their scientific advisors and their medical advisors, and I think that's the critical question. I'm going to come back to this report. Honestly, I would advise caution on this news story because, first of all, we've got to get this into context. The reality about this was that the world did not realize the extent of the pandemic in China, because it is quite clear now that China suppressed and hid information for whatever reasons we may yet discover, and that the World Health Organization, which has serious questions to answer, did not tell the rest of the world that this was a pandemic that was more than likely to... No, not at the moment. But the key question for us is, at what point do we think it's going to be okay to be able to start moving the economy back out? And I think, if you look at the other countries that are doing it, they're doing it at about the level of half peak of those who are arriving in hospitals, etc. That may be a target figure, but the government will have to figure that out under medical advice. But the key bit is, let's set out what the plan will be so the public, businesses and others can start to plan for when we move out, they'll know how it'll be done.
We will make America great again.